This is the Digital Savage Experience Podcast, hosted by Roman Prokopchuk, bringing you all things digital marketing, tech, business, and motivation. What's stopping you from becoming relentless in all aspects of life? Are you ready to become a digital savage? Let's get into today's episode.
Hey everyone, this is Roman Prokopchuk, and this is the Digital Savage Experience, episode 46. Not all SEOs are created equal. So search engine optimization has been around for a very long time, and so has the professionals that implement and strategize and consult in terms of search engine optimization. You'll have skill sets that vary like in any profession, as well as experience levels. But you have to watch out for who and when you hire someone, what you're actually hiring, or what skill level you're getting. So you're going to have practitioners versus generalists in that sense. I've seen in digital marketing a lot, from company to company, from agency to agency. You have a lot of generalists and you have a lot of practitioners. So generalists read a lot, they learn concepts and can regurgitate information really well, and run a report, talk about the points that the report came back with through an automated tool or a third-party tool or a proprietary in-house tool. But practitioners are the ones in the trenches. They've physically tested things. They've physically done things. They can jump in and help any member of your team to do something, depending on what their skill set is. And they're, more than qualified to handle any aspect of search engine optimization if they've been taught and brought up in all aspects of search engine optimization. So search engine optimization is, the act of taking your website or web property and having it rank for what you're focusing on, for it to show up in organic search on search engines favorably. Ideally, the goal is on the first page, first position, first page, which is extremely hard in 2019 in terms of the layout of the search engine results page, but obviously it's still doable. So things like content and on-site strategy, off-site strategy, meaning reputation management building that leads to links back to your website, PR that links back to your website, basically link building efforts that build up your backlink profile and increase the authority of your site, as well as technical considerations. So how your site is built, the code, the usability, the speed, any broken links, and other factors that go into technical SEO, as well as components to watch out for that in the years came up, like RankBrain got introduced in terms of an artificial intelligence component to the Google algorithm that better matches intent types and what you're looking for in terms of usability in search. So all of those things play into account. But I see a lot of people that, claim they are experts on the internet or gurus. I think one of my biggest pet peeves is people that call themselves gurus. 9 times out of 10, they're not a guru or, anything close to it. So what makes a practitioner versus a generalist in terms of value to your brand or your company? Well, a practitioner usually has case studies on hand, has results on hand, can produce many recommendations in terms of people they worked with and worked for, and the results they're able to produce. They can show things like scholarly articles at times, but obviously that doesn't necessarily make you an expert if you write an article, let's say in Huffington Post or Forbes. But that's always nice if it adds value and it's a valuable, asset, thought leadership piece. The other aspect is in 2019, a lot of companies wanted to see you certified in things, so kind of the standard certifications in search engine optimization or Google Analytics. different Bing certifications, different, if you use HubSpot as well. Those are kind of some of the standards, but that obviously doesn't make you an expert as well. So it's more so like paper stats versus what you can do in a game. So on paper, in sports, some teams were created that, they're built to win a championship on paper, but the chemistry may not be there, the skill level may have fell off, but in terms of in-game play, if people are shining that, may have not, that's obviously a lot different. So same holds true in search engine optimization. There are people that just, spit out recommendations and have other people do it, or there's people that can do it themselves, may be in leadership positions in terms of directors and strategy, high level positions, but they can still, if something arises, pinpoint it, jump in the trenches, show people how to do it, and basically kind of save a sinking ship, if you will. If you hire a lot of generalists, they'll read the latest article, voice search is hot right now, optimize for home assistance, adjust your markup, which obviously isn't a bad suggestion, or add markup if you don't already have it to your website, to basically show up for voice searches on home assistance. Well, if your website isn't optimized at all to begin with, if your content sucks, if you have no kind of target or vision for your brand, it's not branded well, it's not targeting multiple intent types that you're looking to attract, then you have to kind of do that first, not the flashier things or, the newsworthy things currently. I mean, there's a lot of things in terms of newsworthiness and search engine optimization, like usability in terms of implementing blockchain moving forward for authorization and qualifying of backlinks. But that doesn't really matter if your backlink profile sucks to begin with. If you have no backlinks, or you have backlinks coming from, bad properties, or properties that aren't even in the country that you're targeting or your website is hosted in, that's a problem. That drags down your site. So if you want to start that, you need to have some kind of plan to basically build your backlink profile. If you basically analyze it and audit it that it's a toxic backlink profile, clean it up and basically move forward, rather than, focus on things that are sort of futurist and aren't necessarily in 2019. So you need to understand what you're actually targeting or what you're going to focus on based on importance, and not just flashy headlines, because some of the smaller, less attractive things to suggest to a client or, to your company if you're in-house may actually add more value than, chasing something that isn't even, a thing in 2019 yet. So it's all kind of focus, it's all skill level, it's all experience level. It's, have you faced those issues in the past on previous websites or in the same vertical, or if, there's search engine optimizers that worked on numerous websites in different verticals that can take different bits and pieces in terms of strategy and apply them to, your company or your brand. That's very useful and very valuable, instead of people just regurgitating reports, or some agencies that don't necessarily specialize in search engine optimization. Let's say press a button, run your website through SEMrush or any other tool that spits back a general SEO audit, and then basically white labels it, repackages it with their logo and sends it out to you. Oh no, look at these. Well, some of the considerations in those reports are fairly general and don't really account for what's actually going on your website. Those people don't necessarily have access to your Google Search Console or your analytics or your history in terms of what you've done or didn't do in search engine optimization. So a lot of those reports are kind of grasping at straws and trying to win business or evoke fear that you need something and win business through fear. Well, that's not really adequate. If you ask the person that sent you the report and you drill down, give me recommendations for this suggestion that came back that's, a problem on my site, 9 times out of 10, they're going to spit out something else general and not really, specify that you need to basically go in and switch up your anchor text because it's too exact. Go in and basically adjust your internal linking. Go in and adjust your site architecture. You have a bunch of broken links. This is kind of the redirect paths that you need to focus on. Adjust all these titles, adjust all these descriptions, add these, content pieces to these pages that target these intent types and basically cast a wider net so you can attract more customers and visitors. A lot of the time, it's just reading a general report and not making suggestions that are applicable to your business. So watch out for things of that nature as well. Watch out for people that can get to the point and kind of dance around. If you ask a question or a meaning to something, if somebody can't explain it clearly and just ramble on about the topic, usually they do not know the topic in depth. So be careful of that. Basically, do your due diligence and understand the person that you're hiring or the person you're working with and their skill level. I'm not saying all generalists are bad. Obviously, they've, had some experience, but look at people that have been in the trenches, have those battle scars, because nobody learns anything in good times. I mean, there is a saying that a good sailor doesn't become good in calm water. They become good through, facing storms and rough seas. So if you haven't had issues, if you haven't worked with sites that have been penalized in the past for, let's say, bad content or content issues, for bad in terms of a backlink profile, been lowered in terms of value for one reason or the other, then it's hard to take someone seriously. So watch out for that. Ask about what people have been through in terms of struggles throughout their career in search engine optimization, throughout the many updates that search engines have had to their algorithms, what they've done to adjust, what they're doing to future-proof websites of their clients, or what they're doing to future-proof their own websites, and basically what they're actually working on. Because I see in other verticals in digital marketing as well that people claim they're experts. So you go to social media, I'll grow your account by 10,000 followers. Okay, and so you go to their account, it's a spammy shell account that has nothing, or I'll create content for your social media feeds. Well, you go to their social media feeds and there's no consistent content strategy that's branded and focusing on adding value to the people that they're trying to target. So watch out for people that are just kind of smoke and mirrors and just want your business, but don't necessarily even actually know how to do what they're saying, or haven't practiced it in their own, space. So be mindful of that. But at the end of the day, ask around and just cross-check the information that you're getting with other professionals. Until next time, guys, take care. Have you ever thought of selling your own custom merch? Things like t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, or even posters? You totally can with your own Spreadshop. Spreadshop gives you everything you need to build your own brand with your own online store. Best of all, Spreadshop is 100% free to use. You'll never worry about any fees or monthly subscriptions. Just upload your own designs, make your products, start selling to your friends and fans, and let Spreadshop do the rest. Check out what other creators are saying and launch your free Spreadshop in minutes at spreadshop.com/signup. That's spreadshop.com/signup.
This podcast has been brought to you by Nova Zora Digital. Find out how Nova Zora Digital can help your company grow online. Learn more at novazoradigital.com. Until next time, all you digital savages.